Oh, snap. I think we're live already.
Yes, we are.
Okay. Okay. Oh, we're doing something new today. Okay. So we decided to do it professional across the board, right? So we have the body packs in, and hopefully you can't see anything that's blocking our view, but we have the body mic packs in. Let me say that, not the body packs, but body mic packs. So we're trying something different, so you can hear us clearly. Because Sean, she speaks softly, right?
Yes, I do. I can't help it, but I'm working on it. But just a smooth melodic tone is what I do. This is my trademark.
She a G like that.
I'm a G girl.
She a G girl. So, what we want to talk to you all about today was staying focused. Staying focused is the key to everything you do, whether it's professionally, personally. It's easy to lose focus. It's easy to fall off that track, and you've done a lot of work to put your train on the tracks, and you can get sidetracked easily. Easily. Like, okay, just some little personal information. This week I've been bombarded with so many things that's going on in my personal life that actually affects my professional world. So if I didn't take a moment to take a time out for myself and then refocus my energy, rechannel my energy, I would have fell into a slump where I felt like I was having a bad day.
Right.
And really what it is, not having a bad day or a bad week. What it is, the situation is being created so that it's a character development situation.
Yeah, I can understand the character development just based on how you react when certain situations are expanded on you.
And that's what you call the what's the word I'm looking for? It's funny. I never really search for words because they usually just come. But when you deal with that turbulence, that I like to call it,
Turbulence, turmoil,
all of that.
all of that.
And you find yourself in a situation where you start doubting yourself, you start questioning things, you start not just being who you are 100%.
Right.
And that's when you really have to go to whatever place you need to go to. I call it my happy place, my man cave.
Right. And I think situations like that are good for the soul because it allows you to take a step back, reassess, reevaluate, so you can come back stronger.
Exactly. Because oftentimes we have situations where we just don't know what's going to happen next.
Right.
And it lays the foundation for that fear.
Right.
What's next? I don't know what's going to happen. Is this going to work out? Is it going to, come back the way I had planned it? And sometimes you just have to take a step back, take a deep breath and say, you know what? Let me get my thoughts together. Let me talk to someone. I usually confide in Sean a lot about a lot of different things, and she confides in me as well. And it's one of those things where it's constant work because as entrepreneurs, we kind of find ourselves always wanting the instant
Oh yeah, the instant gratification. Everybody wants the instant gratification.
Exactly.
I mean, everybody wants the instant gratification, but in those times of turmoil and dismay, you have to. That goes to where you want to make sure you build your character and make sure you build your foundation strong.
Foundation has to be strong.
When people or things or situations may happen, you're ready. And
Thanks, James.
You're ready to take the next step. So
exactly.
if your house is okay, let's take it for house on a land. If your house is built strong, you're on a solid foundation. When that tornado comes through, your house will withstand.
Exactly. It's funny that you say that because we were just in Miami not too long ago, and you know that in Florida, they have to build their homes on a foundation that's hurricane ready.
That's Bahamas the same way. They build the homes out of clay instead of the materials that we would normally build our homes out of because of the storms,
the tropical storms that always build up.
Always happen, yeah.
And oftentimes we find ourselves not being able to build what we want to be a perfect situation, whether it's our home or our business.
Right.
We see everyone on television, and reality TV is killing a lot of businesses because they're looking for what's going to happen. I put my money in this. I should see an instant result.
Turnover right now.
Right now. And it doesn't work like that. We talked about this like 3 weeks ago.
Planting seeds.
Planting seeds. That's the foundation.
Yeah.
And on top of that, what did I say? There are 3 things, 3 pillars. Hard work, patience, and consistency. A lot of people put in the hard work.
Yeah.
And they stay consistent.
The patience is out of there.
Exactly.
We don't have patience. But that's the most important thing. Patience. You got to have patience because sometimes if you get things too quickly, they'll go just as fast.
Exactly. And that's the whole point of staying focused.
Right.
You have to You know what? Sometimes with family and friends, and what I call your immediate circle, they can actually do things and create triggers that make you second guess what it is that you're doing.
Oh yeah.
So if they see Sean's doing a show now, she's got multiple books out, first thing they'll say is something like, "Oh, you too good for us now. We can't really afford to speak
And you know
with you
what
now."
I say to that,
What
Chris?
do you say?
If you feel that way, then maybe I am.
Oh,
And I
good
say
one.
that it's not being conceited. It's just being confident. Because if I'm around someone or somebody that feels I'm too good for them, that means where their mental mindset is
Right.
not where I want my circle to be.
Exactly.
Because if you see what I'm doing and you feel insecure about it, that means you're not happy within yourself or what you're doing.
Exactly. They're
But
not
if-
happy with that person in the mirror.
Exactly. So if you, just as my partner here, Christopher White, we're doing the same things, but we build each other up. And he doesn't
Exactly.
feel any type of way when I do something. I don't feel any type of way when he does something. We simply build each other up.
And you know, it's funny. I call it, it's that yin and yang response. Because some of my strengths may be Sean's weaknesses, and some of her strengths might be my weaknesses. And
Oh,
but
yeah.
we vibe with each other so collectively that it's an organic energy.
Yes.
And it's an
Very
organic
genuine.
synergy.
Yeah.
And so we can call each other at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning and, "Hey, I got this idea for this," and it's like
crazy. He'll understand because I'll just
Completely.
shoot him a text and he'll be like, boom. Like, that's what it is. And then we'll go to sleep. That's it. But then tomorrow we'll convene and talk about it.
and talk about what can we do to improve upon certain things,
Right.
and that's what your inner circle is all about. James X. Oh, the name of the book is called "It's All About Perspective." It's a
Right.
book of positive quotes and affirmations. And Sean's book is called
355.
355.
And I want to make note, I also have a new book. It will be released May 29th, and currently it's available for pre-order, Inspired to Inspire. And I'm really excited about that book because it's going to serve for my ebook readers. It'll be an ebook available for my paperback readers. It'll also serve as like a notepad and a journal because you'll have the simple text, but you'll also have places in there where you can reflect and
Wow.
respond on what you need to do for your life. So I'm really excited about that
That's
release.
awesome. That's what I mean. Always pushing the envelope. I can bring it right here. She can take it here. And when she takes it there, it's like, okay, now,
bring it here.
you know what the crazy part is? It's not a competition. It's more like a relay.
Yeah.
I hand the baton to Sean. She comes around that corner. She hands the
Hand it
baton
right
back to me.
back.
And that's the yin and yang. That's the vibe. That's the energy that we try to create amongst ourselves and amongst other like-minded creatives.
Right.
And people seem to think that we're in competition with one another when really we're not.
Not
When
at
you're
all.
in a track, if you ever ran track, I learned from a coach a long time ago. My brother was a standout athlete. Anthony Chapman, great job. Standout athlete. He was never in race with the person in the lane next to him.
No.
He was in race with the track and that clock.
Got it. Yep.
In business and in life, I'm not in competition with Sean.
Right.
I can only help Sean. Sean can only help me.
Correct.
We're in competition with the world, and
Right.
that's where your focus should be. That's where your energy should be channeled, staying in competition with the world. Because now there's no brick and mortar.
Right.
The internet is the brick and mortar.
Man.
A person. Remember we talked last week, the week before, about the barrier of entry into business is so low.
Right.
You can get a MacBook computer.
Yeah.
You can get a camera.
Yeah.
You get the software to learn graphic design. Now you can do photography, graphic design, and you can do
Whatever.
books. You can do whatever you want to do.
Yeah, it's funny that you say that. I was just reading over.
Yes, eagle does soar.
Yeah, eagles do soar with
Eagles.
eagles. Birds of a feather also flock together.
So you know it.
But in Inspired to Inspire, I talk about business to a certain extent. And say, for instance, someone wants to give you $100.
Right.
Now, the average individual would take that $100 and go buy a purse, a shoe,
Blow it.
tennis shoes,
Blow
blow
it.
it. Right. Now, the more savvy individual might take the $100 and put it into a savings account and just leave it there.
Leave it there.
Okay.
Sitting money doesn't make any money.
Now, the more riskier person, because you can't get anywhere in life if you don't take risk. The more
It's all
riskier
about risk.
entrepreneur, such as myself, would take that $100.
I'm in that club.
Okay, I'm sure Chris would do the same thing. I
Most
would
definitely.
go start a business, $12, do my DBA. Okay,
There
I would
you go.
write a book for the free. Microsoft Word doesn't cost a dime. Okay. I would also build a website
Yeah.
for 99 cents on GoDaddy.
Right.
Okay. So how much do I spend right now? $13.
$13.
Okay. After I have my DBA, I have my website,
Yes.
I've written my book,
Yes.
I would publish it. Okay. I won't say the publishing tools we'll use, but we'll talk about that a little bit later.
Yeah, we'll have another segment for that.
Yeah, we'll have a segment for that. But it's cost effective. Okay. Then I would also use $30 to promote my book on Newly ebook on Facebook.
On Facebook.
And I still have $50 to put in my savings account.
Now, what I just heard, let me deduce this like I'm a 5-year-old. Let me understand this like I'm a 5-year-old. You just taken $100 and you reinvested that $100 into yourself.
Into myself, and I'm selling my book for $25. So I'm making money on top of the money that I barely spent.
So you taking half of what you were given,
Yes.
flipped it and made it work
Yes.
for you.
Yes.
I don't know why more people don't have this perspective, and it's all about perspective.
Indeed.
And do the same thing. I think what happens is we tend to overthink situations and say, well, I saw Sean's book, it looks great. She must have went to a publisher, she must have went to a professional photographer. She more than likely did. Chris's book is doing this, it looks polished, it looks clean, but that's just attention to detail.
Yeah, of course. You got to pay
That's
attention
staying
to detail.
focused on
Your project.
your
Yes,
project.
Indeed.
And see, and what people tend to do is they overthink and then they don't prepare and they don't pay attention to the details, because I can look at your business card and in 5 seconds I will know how serious you are about your business.
Indeed.
Vista,
Man.
what's it? Vista is cool,
Vista print,
but you
yeah.
have to really become a consummate professional if you're going to be in business. And that's really a part of staying focused. I spoke with a friend this morning, actually Carlos Anthony.
You have a call holding on line 1.
Yeah, see, they keep
Thank you.
buzzing.
You have a call holding on line 1.
So I spoke with Carlos Anthony this morning, and he was telling me about his process. And what he told me what he had to learn to do was to stay focused on his process, which was, let's not worry about the money right now.
Right.
Let's do what I'm capable of doing.
Right.
Keep the quality, stay energized, continue to create. The money will come.
Yeah.
So he made a plan. He said, okay, my objective now is to raise $10,000, is to develop $10,000 in revenue streaming. In 1 month, he just did the work, not counting the money.
Right.
He's 80% to his goal
That's good. That's awesome.
because he
Carlos.
stayed focused on the end game.
Right. You got to focus on the end game. If you haven't played chess, learn how to play. It'll help you in life.
It
Okay.
really will. My daughter, she's 11, and she can almost beat me in chess. And I don't know if that's good
because
or bad.
sometimes people focus on what they can get right here and right now. But like in the game of chess, it teaches you that, certain things, certain situations are pawns.
Punk.
Okay?
Oh, man.
Certain situations are pawns. So
Mm-hmm.
if you deal with the pawns how you supposed to and act accordingly, then you got to look for the bigger picture.
Exactly. And what people, like I said, what people tend not to do is stay focused.
Yeah.
They lose sight of that. They get derailed. Sean, I see your train moving. I want you to stop your train, get it off the tracks, help me put my train on it. Matter of fact, I want you to help me buy a train.
You know what?
Help me put it on the track.
My train's gonna keep moving. My train's gonna keep moving. But if you want to jump on, let's go.
Exactly.
If you can speed up and get there, then let's go. I'm
Exactly.
good with that. That means you want to hustle. You want to work for it,
Exactly.
just like me.
Because there's no shortcuts to success. There's no shortcuts. And anyone that has stayed focused and has been successful in life and in business,
Right.
they understand that there's no shortcuts. You
No
can't
shortcuts.
hopscotch your way to
Yeah.
$1 billion. It doesn't work like that.
You can't hopscotch your way because those steps that you skip, once you get to the end of the finish line where you think you are, you're gonna have to come back and revamp
Exactly.
and learn.
Exactly. Now think about that. What you just said, you're creating a blueprint. A blueprint. So if I was to ever lose everything, guess what? I can go back and rely on the blueprint that took me there the first time or the second time
Right.
and fall back on that again.
Right, you'll never lose it as long as consistency is what we talk about a lot. Like I'll give you an example with each project that I put out, each book that I put out, I learned something new. Okay, so I have a template, but I'm building my own template.
You're revising.
I'm revising.
Constant-
my own
it's a
template.
constant
Constant revision. And with that, I'm always able to go back. and it always becomes, since it's repetitious, it's easy for me to do. You know, if you don't have a template to go from, and you don't have anything to start from, then you're gonna always be searching, always be looking. It's not gonna be natural to you because you're not focused on what you're doing. If you're focused on what you're doing, it's gonna come easy and be natural to you.
And that goes back to what we talked about the previous week, was building your foundation.
Right.
You have a strong foundation. You built a situation to where you know, when I get up in the morning, if I have an idea, if I have a thought, and I want to put it down, I open up my computer, I start to jot down the ideas. That idea can turn into a full page. That idea can turn from a page to a full-blown chapter.
Yeah, and then that chapter.
That's the protocol. That's the
Yep.
Then that's the process. But you're always reworking your process, even when you think you have it figured out.
Yeah.
You're gonna get introduced to something new.
Yeah.
That's gonna give you a different perspective on
Right,
it.
and always I want to point this out. Even though we talk about foundation business-wise, but also make sure your foundation is strong mentally, because that's how you'll know when people are trying to steer you off your track.
Wow.
And make sure the belief in God is number one. My faith in God is just unsurmountable. Like, no one can destroy that because I know better. You know, and when you know better, you do better. So mentally, just make sure you're prepared. And make sure you're strong so that when people do come and try to knock you off your track, you can catch that and be like, oh no, that's not right, I'm gone. That's not right, I'm gone. Because mentally you know better.
Exactly. And what most people don't do. Oh, it got quiet in here. That's why I looked around. I'm sorry. The gentleman behind us was talking about some serious business. So if you were to pick up some free game, you just did. I think it was on the insurance business.
Right.
But back to what Sean was saying. When you are mentally prepared, you can always keep yourself in line. You can always stay focused and come back to what you know the root of it is.
Right.
So, are we boring you guys yet?
No, we got a comment from James Smith. He says, family can sometimes be the biggest haters.
You know what?
It's so hard. It's very hard that sometimes family is the people that make it the hardest for you. You know,
whether it's the fact that they grew up with you and they still look at you as little Sean or little Chris, and they don't see all the work and the growth that's going into developing you as a person and as a businesswoman and as a businessman. And they sometimes want to pigeonhole you in that box. And sometimes you have to just shake family loose. Not that you don't love them, it's just you have to move around that.
You just have to know the difference. It's not that you don't love them, but you love them enough to let them go. You love them enough to let them be. You know your family members. You know who they're going to be. You know they're not going to be any different, but always be positive and think that they're going to change, because time gives us progression, and over time people can become better. So you just stay who you are and stay humble and stay confident in what you do, no matter what anyone says. And over time, they'll eventually get it. They'll come to, even if it is on their dying bed. People are strange. They'll support others that they don't even know before they just support people that they live and breathe with.
Exactly. And that's when it's even more important for you to stay focused.
That's more important. That's your drive to stay focused. Be like, hey, it's like you can't, I talk about this in Inspire to Inspire. You cannot live your life with people attached to you, because if they're not meant to be on your road or meant to go down your path with you, stop trying to hold on to people that don't belong. You're just weighing yourself down. You're holding on to things that'll never be. Everybody is not for you. Everybody is not for you. Everybody is not meant to go on your path with you.
That journey. Everyone's not meant to take that journey.
Everybody's not meant. I mean, they might come in your life for a season or a reason. Just learn to find the difference. Learn to know the difference, and then you can move forward.
And that's why I think a lot of people fail, and they get hung up on the fact that, okay, my mom isn't behind me on this, or my dad isn't supporting me, or my brother or my sister or my cousin. But sometimes your immediate circle, which is your friends, because you're around your friends more so than you're around your family, they can do little things as well.
Family is, I'm going to say this, family is not only blood. Family is more than blood.
I have the same. I have blood that ain't family, and I have family that ain't blood. Because if someone is genuinely wanting to see you succeed, they're going to support you regardless. I mean, one of my best friends, I haven't physically seen him in about 15 years, but we talk about 6 or 7 times a day. And it's a constant positive reinforcement circle that's in place with one another, so that if he's having an issue in his life or I'm having an issue in my life, it's good to be able to get that out.
Yeah.
And then they encourage you.
Yeah.
The ones that really support you are going to encourage you through
Right.
all of the pitfalls, the triumphs,
Like no matter
issue,
what.
no matter what.
If they really support you, you can have a product or you can have anything and be like, hey, I need you to support my product. They're gonna purchase it whether they read it, whether they looked at it or not. Those are your friends. Those are your people that want to support you.
And that's the circle that you want to surround yourself in.
Right.
I mean, I can count on, well, actually, I can count on two hands how many close personal friends have actually bought my book. Over 3,000 books sold, and the majority of those books have come from people I do not know.
I can say the same. Majority of my book sales come from people I do not know.
Isn't that?
Yep, people I do not know.
That's incredible.
It's incredible.
I mean, it's
I don't even worry about it. I don't even
you
worry
can't,
about it.
because you know why?
I'm
Because you stay focused.
I'm focused. I can't even worry about it. You know what I'm saying? I just keep it moving, you know.
And that's for real.
I mean, people have a hard way of showing things, but, you know, you can't. That's something you got to block out of your mind. Just forget it.
You got to block out and stay focused and keep that train moving.
Yeah.
I have to give a shout out to Karen White,
Okay.
the Cool Cup lady, because as you can see, I'm not sipping it right now, but I always have something in my cup. And if you haven't gotten you a cup, please get you a cup.
Look,
This
she
is
got my
Shark
cup
Nation cup.
matching my shirt.
Wait,
You know,
this
I
is
love
my
it.
Shark Nation cup. Yo, like that. So,
I love it.
and I'm gonna promote her book because she's gonna promote my book.
There you
so,
go.
if you haven't been to LaShandraHall.com,
There you go.
you're making a mistake.
Oh, my
And you
goodness.
need to pick up 355. Plus, she's got about 7 other
Hold on.
books already on the site.
I'm so excited. I'm going to reiterate this. 355 is my newest release. Okay. It's a memoir, and it's available on LaShandraHall.com. And I also have a new book, Aspire to Inspire. This is a must pick up. Aspire to Inspire. It will be available May 29th, but you can pre-order now. The paperback as well as the ebook will be available. He loves this picture of me. I don't know.
It's
why,
dope.
But he loves it. Whatever.
I mean, no, she's the woman of many faces. This is the $1 billion cookie.
Yes.
But
$1 billion
this,
cookie. Yes.
this picture, when I first saw it,
He loves it.
I said, you know what? That needs to be the face of the book. And the next thing you know, she's like, you think so? And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, without a doubt. This is just, it speaks life. It shows life. It gives life. Is
Yeah,
that right?
this is the truest form of me, and that's what 355 is about. The truest form of me. It's a memoir, and I put it all on the line in 355, and I hope that it's truly a story for believers, and I hope that it can inspire women, men, children, whoever that reads it to actually keep continuing to believe in your dreams and don't let anybody stop you, no matter what may happen in your life. Remember, broken crayons still color.
Ooh, you can go right there. That was good. I'm going to steal that. I'm stealing that. I'm putting that in my book. The next book.
I won't give too many details on that one. You have to actually read that one and for you to get the message. But 355 was the time I was born, and 355 was also a time that a tragic incident happened in my life. So if you want to know more about 355, visit LaShandraHall.com and any of my other titles that I do have.
And she has a lot of titles.
I have 6 titles right now, so
I'm playing catch
you know,
up.
he doesn't have to play catch up. Just do your
No,
thing,
I'm not
Chris.
playing
I know,
catch up.
it's
She's
good.
doing her thing, and I love
But
it.
I'm a writer. That's all I do. Chris does 50 million other things. So, you know, he got me in a lot of ways right now. But, you know,
No.
I'm the James Brown of the Arthur game. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Now, okay, what would you say about the perspective?
All right. Now, it's all about perspective. Now, when I got this book, I was excited because I know Chris is a brain. Okay, he's a nerd just like me, so I can understand
Gangsta
him.
nerd.
You know, like gangsta. But the affirmations in this book are amazing, and it brings light to different aspects in your life to have. Well, you can have a different perspective. So each person reading this book will have a different perspective, and that's what we want. We want your perspective to engulf your life, because my perspective is not going to be your perspective, and your perspective is not going to be Chris's perspective.
Exactly.
But we want it to be a positive perspective. So make sure you guys pick this up. Miss Chris's first book. I'm so proud of him.
Thank
He's
you.
coming to the author game.
Yeah, I'm
so
in
now we
here.
can officially say author to author.
Author to author.
Author to authors connect, okay? I
Exactly.
support. And if you don't know me, man, I support other authors. I love it. I mean, I love the writing game, and I support. So when he said he wrote this book, I was like, what? You wrote a book?
And
I'm like,
believe me, I was excited.
I'm like, he's come to the other side.
Yeah.
Yes.
Being in the music business for so
For
long,
so long.
and then coming over
and now
to
he's coming, yeah.
now I'm hooked. And
He's
I
hooked.
have 4 of the books that are coming
what I'm
out.
saying?
The new book that's coming out.
Inspiration,
Your
man.
book is coming out in June, right?
No, it's May 29th.
May 29th.
Yes, May 29th, Aspire to Inspire.
Okay, my new book is coming out June 30th.
Okay.
It's called Sharks Don't Sleep. It's a
Okay.
GPS to success, because business never sleeps.
Oh,
And
man.
when you actually get in balance and in tune with your personal life and your professional life, you'll see things taking off in a way that you can never really truly imagine.
Right.
And like Sean said, you always put God first in everything that you do. I think we lost the camera on our other camera.
It's all right.
So, but it's all about perspective. Is a book that I'm very proud of. Just the fact that I authored a book is a big deal
How many
to
people
me.
you know wrote a book?
Yeah, how many people you know wrote a book? Exactly. But my mom, I opened up a school for individuals with disabilities, and in my lobby, she gave me a placard, and the placard said, "To the world, you are one man, but one man can change the world." And that just really was ingrained on my brain to the point where I said, you know what, that's me all the way, and I'm going to take this and I'm going to make something happen with it. I just want to be an impactful, positive change on the lives of everyone that I meet. And I don't meet strangers, so just because I haven't spoken to you and I don't know your name, if we are in the same room with one another, by the time we leave, you're going to know me.
Yeah.
And I'm going to know you. So that's what we have for you guys today, and we're here live from
Well,
Barnes
thank you,
and Noble.
James. I appreciate that so much. We strive to inspire others, and I hope that
Yes,
they
we do.
can take these videos and stretch them a mile long.
Exactly. And I really encourage others, if you haven't started tuning in, to please tune in. And we always have different segments where we love to showcase what other creatives do, whether it's a documentary film like James just said he had. I don't know if he's... Oh!
What? Well, I mean, the sound
How
quality
did
is
that-
still awesome, but I don't know.
Did that come out like that?
I don't know, but we're good right now. We just had a blooper, but it's fine. We're going to
Didn't
keep
even
rolling.
What? Okay.
We'll tell you guys
Okay.
later, but we know it's hilarious
Oh,
because we
man.
worked a whole hour to get this sound right, and guess what happens? We're not even plugged up. Okay.
Just realized our mic is not even plugged in.
No, it's
Oh
fine.
my God.
It's fine.
Well, I hope someone... I hope y'all can hear us decent enough. So, I guess we're going to wrap it
Yeah,
up
we'll
right
wrap
now.
this
because
up. I think it's been a great segment.
great segment. Had a lot of fun, and what we realize is when you guys give us feedback,
Right.
we're able to do more and talk about different things and actually keep you captivated and tuned in.
Right.
So definitely keep tuned in with us from Aspire to Inspire. That's the Facebook, and at the end of the video, I think we're going to put some links up so that you can actually have access to Lashandra's book as well as Christopher's book.
Right.
And we'll be able to go from there. And
So make sure you guys come see us every Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Every Tuesday at 1 p.m.
1 p.m.
We will be on Facebook Live every Tuesday at 1 p.m. And don't worry, after this visit, we will hassle you because we want to see you next Tuesday.
And we want your feedback.
We
want your
we
feedback.
feed off your feedback, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
come on, man.
for Lashandra Hall, and I'm Christopher White. Was it Be Good?
Hold on. I'm Lashandra Hall.
That's what I
and
said.
this is Christopher White.
That's
Be
me.
good, be kind, be you. Check me out, LaShandraHall.com, and I aspire to inspire.
And this is Christopher White again. I'm just going to reiterate that and be continued blessings and continued success. And you can find me at ChristopherWhite.biz. And it's always about perspective and aspire to inspire. And we're going to be out. So,
We have fun doing this. We really
yeah,
do.
we do. So, love y'all.
Wait, I'm gonna put a bet. I'm gonna see who can get Chris to take off his hat for the next segment. Oh, I'm gonna put a wager on that because he loves his hat. I'm gonna see what he can do because he hates to take it off.
Oh,
We're gonna put a wager on that. I'm gonna see.
I'm not bald either.
He's not. He has a full head of hair. He's good. But we're going to see what it takes to get him to take off his hat.
Yeah, we're going to see.
Find out more to come. Aspire to inspire.
All right, so we got to do this one like this.
Oh, yeah.
Aspire to inspire.